Here we go. All right. So again, we're going to be doing some calculations in here, and I want you to follow the process of the guess method. So G stands for given, U is unknown, E is the equation, S, the first S is to substitute, and the second S is to simplify or to solve. And I want to remind you to make sure you use your units. So now what I want us to do, this very first problem, I want you to write this in your notes. This will be the only problem you write today, because then we're going to use the go formative to practice. Okay, so Usain Bolt ran 17 meters in 1.63 seconds. What was his speed? All right. So again, we're going to use the guess method, and I went ahead and written it out for you on the side here. Since this is our first problem, I'm going to take the lead. So the first problem, I'm going to do it. The second problem, we are going to do it. And then the third problem, you're going to do it. Okay? Just so you know. So this first time, I just want to make sure you're taking notes and listening so that you can see what I'm doing. So as you're reading a problem, you want to identify some of the given values. And I'll give you a hint. It's usually something with a number. So if you can find the number, make sure you include the actual units as well. So I see Usain Bolt ran 17 meters. So I'm going to minimize my writing as much as possible. And I'm just going to put D, because this is distance, is 17 meters. Then I also see that they gave us the time, 1.63 seconds as his time. So first step, I'm literally going to write this information down. Make it very obvious what was given. Okay. Then the unknown. This is going to be what they're asking for. So if I again read the problem, I know we're only doing speed equations today, but they want to know what is his speed. So I'm going to identify that. Speed is the unknown, or S is the question mark. Notice how when I solve something, I have minimal writing. I just want to write down be efficient with the information I'm giving, okay? Then the equation. We've already mentioned this before. I'm sorry I didn't start this recording earlier, but it's distance over time. The equation for speed is distance over time. And again, we talked about that before I hit record. I apologize. So I have all this information. Notice I haven't done any kind of math yet. Some of you could, when the numbers are a little bit easier, you already know the answer, you're not going to show me any work. If you did that, you're not going to get any credit, even if you have the right answer. However, if you show me all your steps and you end up with the wrong answer, because you showed me your process, you could still get credit for a wrong answer. It's about the process, not the answer. So I'm going to substitute. I'm going to take this distance and I'm going to go ahead and fill it in. It's 17 meters on top. Notice I have the units there. I'm not just doing the number, I'm doing the label also. And then I have my time is 1.63 seconds, okay? My final step is to simplify, or I like to say solve. Now solve it, right? Or what's the answer? So you need a calculator. So with our calculator, I should pop up a calculator. I'll do that next time. We're gonna put 17 divided by 1.63. When you have that, if you would like to share, you can hit the raise hand icon. 17 divided by 1.63. Once you have that, click the raise hand icon. Good. I have a few of you. Good. I'm going to wait one more moment in case somebody who hasn't participated would like to join us. All right. Sanal, what did you get?
I got about 10 meters
Can you
per
go?
second.
Can you go to the hundreds place? 10 point.
Oh, 10.43.
Okay, good. Now that's a good number, but I need more information to be a good answer. So Lila, what would be a good full answer?
Usain Bolt ran 10 point, wait, what was the rest of it?
4.3?
10.43 meters per second.
Very good. So 10.43. And in Sanal's defense, I didn't ask for a full answer, right? Just the number. But when we give our full answer, we need to make sure that we use our units as well. They need to be there. Okay? Questions on this so far? Let me erase the hands. All right, before we open up our Go Formative, I'm going to take this a little bit further. I'm going to ask, what do you think the velocity would be? Now, we don't have to recalculate everything. We have everything for us here already. But now we want to figure out what the velocity is. Raise your hand, wild guesses. What do you think velocity means? What is velocity? Velocity. Sydney, what do you think velocity is?
I'm not sure.
Okay, did you have a question? Okay, I just saw the hand go up. Jonathan, what do you think velocity is?
The speed of something.
Okay, velocity is the speed of something, but there's a little bit more information to it. Sanal, do you remember what other information there is?
That it goes in like one direction.
Okay, very good. So velocity, add this to your notes. Velocity is speed with direction. So velocity and speed are the exact same thing, except now we know what direction the object is going. So it's a vector quantity. You already calculated the speed of Usain Bolt. He was going 10.43 meters per second. We already did that. So now, raising your hands, what direction was he going? What direction was Usain Bolt going here? What do you guys think? What direction was Usain Bolt going? Good. I realize you guys are all taking notes, and so you can't do two things at once. Let's see. Sharon, what direction was Usain Bolt going?
Forward.
He was going forward. The problem didn't give us any direction, so we would just add a logical direction of going forward for his velocity. So again, speed, just distance over time. Velocity is speed with direction for this one here. Okay? Questions for me? Okay, if you're ready, I want you to go to Google Classroom and open up the Go Formative. Update your stream. It should be something new. The Zoom crashed. That's okay, Bryce, you're back. Let me delete that. go ahead and open up the speed and velocity class practice. Give me, do you guys still need these notes? Yes or no? Click in the participants box. Do you still need these notes? Yes or no? Because I'm going to change my screen now to go formative. All right, it looks good. Looks like everybody's saying no. So now I go to my Go Formative. Let me erase these drawings. Okay, let me actually, let me start over. So you go to your classroom and you go to the formative, and I don't know why it's not there. So for me, it's going to say speed and velocity class practice, and I want to open that. And it saved my answers, so I was trying to avoid that. Okay. All right, so I'm still waiting for, there we go. Some of you have already started. Let's do the first one together. So please don't get too far ahead of me, okay? So number one, what was given? So can somebody raise their hand, please, and help us out here? What was given? You're driving a car east on the 91 freeway for a total distance of 230 kilometers. If you took 2.3 hours to reach your destination, then what was your speed? Again, let's not put answers in the chat box, and that wouldn't give you any credit. So who haven't I heard from? Jazzy, give me one thing that was given to you.
One thing that was given was the distance.
The distance. So I'm going to put D equals. Let me click on here. D equals, distance is 230 kilometers. Ahmed, what else was given to me?
The time is 2 hours and 3 minutes, and
All right, time equals 2.3 hours. Notice I want to symbolize things as much as possible. Okay. Then I want to come up with the unknown. So I see here. Sanal, did you have a question, or are you just raising your hand for the answer? The answer, right? Let me clear this again. Who can help me? What is the unknown for this one here? The unknown. Again, trying to give more people opportunity for participation. So, Miley, what's the unknown?
The unknown is the speed.
Is the speed. So what I would write here is just go speed equals question mark. Okay. So as I'm doing this with you, you're filling it out on your Go Formative. Okay. So let me show you that. Let me look at your number ones. And let me refresh the screen. You should all be on your Go Formative and filling it out. Good. Ahmed, let's add our units to that. And Eliza, we don't have to type it all out. Just do like I did, T equals and D equals. Good. Elijah, I'm still waiting for you. Good, good, good. Good, some of you are fixing it. Lila, go ahead and finish. What else was given? Good. Jocelyn's absent. All right. Elijah, were you able to get to the Go Formative?
Yeah.
Okay. So catch up to me. Okay, so now we did the given values. We have the unknowns. I'm looking at your number 2. So Ian, for number 2, we're only going to say S equals question mark, or speed is the unknown. Okay. Again, we don't have to put a bunch of writing in here, just what we're looking for. So then number 3, we want to know the actual equation. So somebody help me out here. What is the equation that we are going to be using to solve this problem? Naomi, what's the equation?
Speed equals distance over time.
Okay, now let me show you how I want you to do this. Don't just type this in here. Let me remove this. Hold on, I apologize, all this stuff. I should have erased it. So hit the plus. I want you to use, from now on, I want you to use the math function. So hit the blue plus, hit math. You're going to delete this whole equation. So completely delete it. And we're not going to use any of the tools that they give us. We're only going to use our keyboard. So I can go capital S equals D, and I'm going to use the slash sign where the question mark is, and it's going to set it up as a fraction for me. D over T, and then hit done. Okay? So I want you to use that math function. The more practice we have with that math function, the easier it's going to be. Good job, you guys. Alex is good. You're already changing it. Change it to lowercase letters. We want to keep, there you go. And then Eliza, use the, there you go, use the variables that we're using. So S, capital S for speed, and then DT. Bryce, for number 3, we're just going to give the equation. We're not substituting yet. Good, good, good. Justin, go ahead and delete the equation, the crazy equation. Go ahead and just delete it. You can click back on it and then highlight and delete it. Very good job, you guys. Okay, so now my next job is to substitute in, and we're going to include the units. So again, I'm going to use that math function, and I apologize. Let me delete this math here. Oh, it did it a second time. Let me show you again how I did that. Okay, so on number 4, I hit the blue plus sign and this crazy equation comes up. I'm gonna click on it. There you go. That's okay, Eliza, I just saw your comment. And I'm going to delete this equation and I'm gonna substitute in. So again, I wanna do capital S equals. But now this time I'm gonna put the value with units. So now it's 230 kilometers, no spaces. Keep it all together. I'm gonna hit that backlash again, and it does the fraction thing for me, backslash, sorry. And then I'm gonna hit 2.3 hours. That's all I need to do for the substitution. And then I'm gonna hit done. That's my substitution. Very good job, you guys. The more we practice with this math function, the easier it's going to be. Very good. Let's get units in there. Ashwarya, Eliza, make sure you get hours. There you go. Good job. Good. Beautiful, guys. Great job. Lila, again, make sure you, and Samori, make sure you have hours on the bottom. Number 3, yep, just like that. You're just doing the equation, no letter, no numbers. Good. So now we need to simplify the answer or solve it. So we have the calculator. Go ahead and put it in number 5. What do you think the simplified answer? Great job. Vanessa, check your units though. Okay, John, okay. Now, Ethan, we want to actually set it up like a fraction. We want to get away from using the per. I want you to get used to using the math function. Same thing, Alexander. Let's get away from using MPH. Use the math function. All right. So when I'm going to do this, I'm going to hit the blue circle again. I'm going to hit math. I'm going to delete this equation here. Just highlight and delete it. So I have the equation above, 230 divided by 2.3. So my speed equals 100, okay? Now I can continue the units here or I can space mark it there. Don't forget the units. I'm looking at some of your answers and you're leaving out the units. Notice my kilometers on top and my hours on the bottom. None of them are the same. Nothing's gonna count. So I'm gonna go kilometers / hour. Some of you did, let me done. Some of you said, and this is perfectly fine. Some of you said 100 kilometers / hour. They're both correct. These are both correct, okay? So double check your units. Double check your units. Good. Good job, Ahmed. Correct your units. There we go. Jaden, double check your units. Good. Good. If you're ready to go ahead and answer number 6. What would your velocity be? Good job, you guys. Okay, number 5. Jazzy, check number 5. The units for time are seconds. I'm sorry, are not seconds. They're hours for this problem. Good, Ian. Just delete. Perfect. You did it already. Beautiful. Beautiful. The only thing that would make this lesson better is if we were all in the classroom together. That's the only thing. Great job, you guys. All right, now I'm looking at, oh, hold on. Eliza, you want to put them together. So put the number and the units together, and it's going to be 100 kilometers per hour. Okay, number 6. Let me see what you guys did. Okay. Now be careful. A lot of you are telling me the velocity would be forward. That's not correct. Forward could be the direction. However, anybody notice in this problem, they actually gave us the direction. Oh, a couple of you caught it. Can somebody raise their hand? They actually gave us the direction for this one here. Who haven't I heard from? And heard from you. Ahmed. No, I've already heard from you. Sorry, Ahmed. Bryce. What direction did they give us?
Driving a car east.
East. We're going east. So we have the direction here already. So I do the math function, delete, I'm gonna write my speed again, 100 kilometers per hour. And I need to click on the outside of it. And I'm gonna go east. If you said forward, I would be okay with that. But try to use the direction that they actually gave you for this one here, okay? So it's speed and direction, not just direction. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 10:50, 11:52. Let's take, oh, Sharon, do you have a question? Nope, okay.
No.
All right. Let's go ahead and let's take a quick break, and then you're gonna finish the rest of the class practice. Let's go, get up and stretch. All right, so your job now, we have about 12 more minutes left. Your job is to finish your class practice. So there's one more problem to do, even though it's broken down by the guess method for you, GUESS. Once you're done, you are going to go ahead and submit it. So just like we did on Thursday, make sure you submit the GoFormative, click done on Google Classroom, and this is considered your synchronous classwork for today. So you want to make sure you get it all done to get 10 points. If not all of it gets done, you're not going to get full credit for it, okay? Some of you, I've looked, you've already finished the class practice. So if you would like, I've already released the homework out. You can go ahead and get started on your homework, or you can save it for Wednesday, up to you, okay? I'm here for questions, so go ahead now. I did one, we did one, and now you're gonna do one, and I'm here to help you for questions. So go ahead, finish numbers 7 through 12, and I'll be peeping on you on GoFormative. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording, and